Hi everyone, welcome to our challenge group. My name is Samantha and I am one of the coaches in this group. Before we get started, I want to talk to you guys about the My Challenge Tracker app. That is the app that you guys are going to be using for this challenge group. Now, this is a new app, or fairly new at least. So for those of you who are veteran challengers who have been with us for a long time and are used to Facebook, this is going to look a little bit different for you, especially if this is your first time using it. And for everybody in general, I just would like to ask that you guys give us your grace as we get used to using this app and as corporate starts to make adjustments to how the app works and starts to add different features in for us. I know that we don't have every single thing that we could ever want on this app, but I know that our team at Team Beachbody Corporate is really working to improve this app on a regular basis. So we're giving them feedback and asking them to add different things to it. So the really cool thing though is they've already added some amazing features already. So first things first, if you haven't done so already, I want to ask you guys to go ahead and go into your group, and what you'll want to do is you'll want to hit the home screen. I don't know if you can see this, so might need to get a little bit closer. There's a little home screen button down here. And the first thing you want to do when you go there is click on your View Your Group checklist. And inside of this checklist, there's a few action items that you guys should do before we get started on Monday. The first thing is add your goal. What is your goal for this challenge group? Do you want to lose 5 pounds? Do you want to tone up? Are you wanting to make sure that you never miss a workout or you never miss your Shakeology? You want to make sure you stay on plan? What specifically is your goal for this challenge group? You'll just want to hit the plus button and add that in here. Then you'll want to add your before photos into the group. I know that this is a touchy subject for people and you don't want to do it, but I promise you in a few months or at the end of this challenge group when you've made progress, you are going to want to have those before photos because it's something that you can compare visually next to your original and now and see what your progress is. I know for me, I look at myself in the mirror every day. I'm sure you guys do too. And you don't notice those smaller changes because you always see yourself in the mirror. So when you take a before photo and then you compare a photo from 3 or 4 weeks later or 3 or 4 months later, you can really see that side-by-side difference. So make sure that you pop into your app and you add that before photo. You're also going to want to add your starting weight. Nobody wants to step on the scale, but you got to do it. I know that there's a lot of people out there like myself who are chronic weighers. I want to encourage you to not weigh yourself every day. Everybody's body weight fluctuates from day to day. It could be a pound, it could be a few pounds. It could be on how much you're retaining water, what you ate that day, how much you sweat, if it's that time of the month. Different factors fall into that, so I try and stay away from weighing yourself every day, but I do want you to weigh yourself every week. And we'll just kind of track your progress as we move throughout the program. And you'll be able to see that activity inside of the app as you progressively reach your goals. I also want you guys to make sure you do those measurements. Your measurements are a great way to track your progress if you're not seeing a ton of movement on the scale on a weekly basis. You could maybe only lose 1 or 2 pounds, but what if you lost 10 inches off of your entire body or 3 inches off your waist? How amazing would that feel? Make sure you track it. Okay, so after you add that, there's a few other things that I want you guys to do inside of your My Challenge Tracker app. So if you hit the home screen one more time, actually, I'm sorry, the 3 little buttons up at the 3 little lines up at the top, you can click on your settings. This is going to allow you to change your settings for this particular group. So I would go click on the push notifications. Oops, actually, I'm sorry. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, notifications. I would make sure, if you don't want to get a bunch of notifications, there are a few that I want you to make sure that you keep on. And the reason why I want you to make sure you go through and you modify the notifications in here is because it's really important that you are seeing the activity that's going on in the group and you can see what your coach posts and you can see when somebody comments on something that you shared. So the notifications that I would like for you to keep on inside of this challenge group are notifications. Anytime a coach adds a post, please leave that one on. Please leave any member, so when someone comments on your post, when someone likes a post comment, you can shut that one off. There tends to be a lot of likes on different people's comments, but you can see that when you go into the app. You can look at it. And when somebody mentions or tags you, you want to make sure that one is on. And then you also want to make sure that your notification for your daily reminders is on. So if you go back and you go into the daily reminders, you can get a reminder. And the reason why I want you guys to keep these on is if you change your posts so that only your coach can see them, that means when people go in and they look at the group activity, nobody can see anybody's activity because it's all hidden. And we can't motivate and inspire and encourage each other if only our coaches are seeing those posts. And the only way your coach can see that post is if we get on our computer and look at it that way. So like I said, this is a fairly new app, and there are a few modifications that are being made to it, but it's very, very crucial that you keep comments on and you keep the posts where your coach posts and when somebody tags you, and then you want to make sure that your reminders are turned on. This is something that the app actually prompts you to when you go and you accept our challenge group invite, and if you turned it off, I would like to ask you to go back in and turn it on. And the reason why I want you to turn it back on is if you haven't logged your Shakeology or your workout for the day, the challenge group app is going to remind you. And maybe you haven't done it, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and your challenge tracker app says you haven't logged your workout today. It's going to give you that little extra reminder to go home and make sure you get your workout in. And it's also going to give you that reminder if you just simply forgot to log it. This is how us coaches can track you on a weekly, monthly basis to make sure that you are staying accountable for your goals and that you're showing up every day, doing your workouts and staying on track with your nutrition. I also want to ask you guys to please share more than just your workouts in your Shakeology. If you run across a motivational post that inspires you, some sort of a quote or something on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest that really sticks out to you and you think that the group could benefit from, I encourage you to post it inside of the group. I also encourage you and recommend that you post your meals inside of the challenge group. And the reason for that is the more you post, the more you stay accountable and the more success that you will end up seeing. And this is pretty much proven from all of us coaches. Over time, we have really noticed that the more you show up into these challenge groups, the more you post, as much as the notifications can be a lot, the more you share inside this group, the more success you're going to have. So make sure that you're sharing every meal. Make sure that you're sharing your Shakeology and your workout, sweaty selfies. We want to see it. We want to comment on it, and we want to help you guys too. You might share your delicious spaghetti squash recipe or just a picture of it, and somebody else sees that and wants the recipe for it. So you never know what somebody else could benefit from in the group, and we all are going to see how amazing it feels when people are commenting and encouraging you to post. And so we want you to do that for other people as well. So with that being said, I think I covered everything on the challenge group app today that I wanted to talk about. But if you have any questions, please comment on this video below, and I'll make sure to share the official YouTube video on how to use the My Challenge Tracker app. But I hope you guys see as much success and you're excited for this group as I am. I cannot wait to get started with you in just a few short days, and I hope to see posts. I hope that my newsfeed is blown up with notifications by you guys constantly posting inside of this group. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.